What's up, what's up, what's up? What is happening? What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the podcast of what you haven't actually been hearing, but you've been thinking it. I said that wrong. It's usually flip to the reverse. Flip it and reverse it. The podcast of what you been thinking, but haven't actually been hearing. Yes, that's right. Your boy, Jayson Yessir, here in the Spit It Out studios once again. Coming to you live. Not really live, but kind of live. I have no idea what I'm talking about these days, guys. It's been too long. We have been in this quarantine for too long, and I am just losing my mind at this point. Can you tell? It's like, what, day 742? 742 and a half, somewhere around there. I can't get my numbers exactly correct at this point because the days are just leading into days, and I don't even know what the days are called anymore. I'm just completely flustered about the whole thing. No, but seriously, what is happening? Welcome back to a brand new episode for you guys. If you're new joining to the podcast, to the Spit It Out, welcome along. You got quite the episodes to catch up to while you're in this quarantine, staying at home. You could be listening all day long. I'm sure that would keep you busy. Episode 110, I believe, here. So got 109 to go. Some good ones too out there. But we are here today. I am celebrating once again and pouring myself a little bit of wine. Now, I don't even know how I feel about this, to be exact. Like, I hate carbonated shit, right? So I did pour some wine before I poured this wine into here. And then I poured it back into the bottle. I was trying this new wine that I came across. It was some apple something, whatever. And I was like, oh, cool, whatever. I'll try this. But I poured it, and then I read on the back, it said carbonated water was in there. And I was like, oh, I don't do the carbonated. And it was just completely fizz as soon as I poured it in. If you guys aren't watching this, I'm over here pointing at the glass. YouTube.com/Jayson Yessir for the first 20 minutes of every episode. But I poured it in, and it just started filling up like as if I was pouring soda. I said, oh, no. I took a tiniest sip as can be, and I said, nope, ain't doing this. So I poured it back into the bottle. So that bottle might sit there, or who knows. I'm like, do I offer it to somebody though? Because, I poured it back. I had it in my glass, then I poured it back into the bottle. So I might just have to throw it away. This one I'm drinking, however, is peach. This was another fruit one that I got. I got apple and a peach. And this peach one isn't too bad. It's not as carbonated as, I see a tiny bit of bubbles, but it's not like fizzing up at all. It seems like pretty much normal wine. And then I read the back as well, and it said, well, it didn't say anything actually. There was nothing on the back of it to tell me what, but yeah, it doesn't seem the same consistency or anything like that. So I think I shall be good. I just don't do the carbonated. I haven't done soda in forever, in years. If you don't know, now you know. And I don't care for anything else. I don't like the feeling of carbonated stuff. So I mostly drink water, like I tell you guys all the time. So here and there, I have a little glass of something, but I'm going to try this out for today. A little peach. I think it's the Moscato, peach Moscato. So I'll let y'all know how that is by the end of the episode. I'm only going to do one glass too. Like I said, I haven't been drinking much. I'm not trying to get stuck in a mode where I'm drinking all day, every day during this whole situation. So I'm really not drinking that much, drinking sparingly here and there, and just living my life, As you can see, though, just me once again today. So another social distance isolation episode for you guys. Just me, the host, Jayson Yessir. So welcome to Spit It Out with Jayson Yessir. You get what, it's right in the title. You get what you came here for. Spit it out with Jayson Yessir. But bam, I'm here. No, as you can see, just me. Tracy Treese is not here. Once again, no call, no show, nothing. At this point, I'm so done with it. I don't even care. So the show must go on, and we are here still in the studios and going to give you the best quality as we can possibly give y'all in a short notice. Just a little frustrated. Anyways, besides me just sitting here every day, still working, of course. I know not everyone has the chance to work, and that I fortunately do. So still working day by day, and then just, taking it easy. Not going out as much. Well, really not going at all. As you guys know from the last episode, I know I went into pretty much a spiel and went down the road. So we're not going to do that again this episode. But just to catch you guys up, because of course, it's probably repetitive for just as much as me, just for you two as well, inside every single day and doing pretty much the same stuff. However, when I do go out, though, making sure still, of course, well protected. Got the gloves, got the mask. I'm wearing sunglasses all day, every day, wherever I go, to make sure nothing's flying into my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I usually wore sunglasses anyways before all this, but now it's like those things are not coming off until I walk back into the house. I don't know if you guys could tell, actually, too. These I've had for a while. The glasses I'm wearing now, these aren't sunglasses, they're prescription. But I've worn them in past episodes, plenty of episodes, and I've had them for years and years. But I'm starting to wear them more often. You know when you find something in the back of the closet, or not even the back of the closet, but you just find something you haven't used in a while, accessory or anything that you come across, and you're like, oh man, I kind of miss wearing this or whatever. So I started wearing these glasses again. They're red frame glasses. I started wearing them again, and I don't know. I kind of want to continue wearing them more and more often than I normally. And I don't always wear glasses. Now, I only have glasses. I don't have prescription. I don't have prescription contacts at the moment. Contacts right now. So I just have glasses. But I don't really need them for everything that I do, so I don't tend to wear them all the time. But I'm starting to wear these a lot more, and I'm thinking like I might be the one, the person that with red glasses, because there's not that too many people out there. I mentioned it back in the I was gonna say back in the day. No, I mentioned it back on an episode before, but back in the day, Sally Jesse Raphael, right? SJR, I think that is, but she had a talk show and she was known for her red glasses. A couple of other people you might see or so that you might know them, like, oh, they've had red glasses, but I feel like it I didn't say makes you nobody, like, I don't know, it's like a special fitting for someone to wear red glasses, and I think I have that fitting. I'm just being right now so uplifting to myself, because I haven't received any compliments from nowhere else, pretty much been in this isolation. Now I'm just kidding, still been doing some Zoom meetings, and actually I was wearing these glasses earlier and got 2 compliments as well, so I think they are pretty nice. I have some glasses that I don't really wear because I've ordered them, I worn them, and then I'm like, don't really care for them now at this point. But then sometimes I like them again, so it's just odd how that all works. But yeah, I'm gonna be wearing these. So if you guys see me more often wearing these red glasses, you know why. It's because I'm just trying to. This is gonna be my look of 2020. Okay, even though we isolated and all that, this is my 2020 look. All right. Just kidding. I've had these for years. Anyways, what was I talking about before I went to that whole spiel now about my freaking glasses? Oh, the process of me, though, going into the stores and all of that, still keeping the distance away. And I had that issue earlier today. I went to a little convenience store earlier, very, very small, and in and out quickly, just what I needed, and then was out. But it's a small convenience store, so I'm aware, like making sure who's in there, how many people. There was only one other person besides the worker, one other person at the register. Now, as I'm walking in, I don't know if that was more of a friend of the person that was working there or what, but they were at the register talking. I'm walking up, so then they went down an aisle, and then I come up, start making my transaction, and now they get behind me. But I'm like, I gave you your space. That's the issue I have, though. Everyone out. It's like, I'm trying my best to give you your space, my space, and why are you coming into my circle? So that's still going on till this day. People are still not understanding, and hopefully people aren't getting comfortable, because that's what I'm starting to think now. I think at this point, most people already been 4 or 5 weeks in, and I think people are starting to get comfortable as to the fact, like, okay, we're this far in, nothing's happened so far to me, so I'm good to go. If that makes any sense, where some people aren't being as precautious anymore as they were just a week and a half ago. They've already, like, I've noticed even going to that store, I noticed they was being cautious, like pretty strict inside the store. And now you go in there, like, some days I don't go there all the time, but today that I went, they weren't wearing a mask or anything themselves. And I'm like, if you're in any type of business right now that you're still open, that you have the chance to still be open, you should be wearing a mask no matter what you're doing. You should be wearing a mask if you're sitting there with other employees or whoever you're working with, no matter how close you are, whatever. And then if you're still dealing with some type of public or people coming in, or you're doing deliveries, you should be wearing a mask. I don't care if you're still delivering food in the food business or like that at a convenience store, any little thing, you should be wearing a mask no matter what. I've been starting to watch this YouTube, which makes me think of. I've been watching on YouTube. There's this family that runs a chocolate. What would you call it? A chocolate store? A chocolate. They don't make their own chocolate. They buy the chocolate and just pretty much mold it and then resell it. They make other candy as well, like from scratch, but not chocolate. But anyways, they're in upstate New York, and so I came across their videos just shortly on YouTube, and they're still open during all this, and they'll put up about 2 videos during the week or so, and show themselves. They show themselves working. Like, it basically feels like a reality show, but it's on YouTube pretty much, and it's just their lives. It's not all reality based like that, but just their lives. So they'll show them making the candy and doing all this, and I'm watching them, and these people like. They like to talk, first of all. They don't shut their mouth for nothing. So they like to talk. But I'd be like, there's times where you talk, I know I talk, and a little spit comes out or whatever. You should just have your face mask on, especially you are making candies, playing with chocolate, molding it, and there's so many opportunities where things have the chance to fall into the chocolate. And I'm just watching videos here and there, and the more I watch, I'm like, the more I'm getting disgusted. I don't even care for candy like that, first of all, but the more I watch is like, the more I was getting disgusted as to the fact, like, y'all still ain't wearing no mask. Y'all ain't doing, now they wear gloves, okay, but still, like, I don't know how I feel about that. And they wear hats, for the hair, but it's still like, I don't know. I feel like whenever you're dealing with stuff like that, especially when it comes to like chocolate or whatever, where it's like, liquidy and stuff, where things could fall in, you lose it in a chocolate. You won't find whatever you dropped in there. So I'm saying there's so much opportunity chance, and you're working with these big batches or whatever where things are open and it's not really covered in lids and stuff, that you should just be more mindful and careful and like, let's cover ourselves up. So things, and not even during this whole situation that this is currently going on, but even prior, you should have been covering up. I just think that's like safe handling food safety, especially dealing with, it's like a factory. Pretty much you have your own little factory or so. And I think like factories, they wear hairnets. Now I have seen them wear hats and hairnets, but still, I can't stand when some people are wearing hats and it's not covering their hair fully. And it's like, there's still plenty of chances for your hair to fall out into that food or whatever you're making at some point. Just because you're wearing a hat. Like, a hairnet is an extra step, an extra precaution I think you should take into consideration, and put the hairnet and then the hat on top of it too if you have that much hair. But I forgot what it is. They say you lose, is it 80? I don't remember. I remember though it was like you lose 80 hairs a day or something, but I think it's more than 80 or something. Or is it 80? Not 80 eyelashes. I say, do you have 80? You have like no eyelashes by the end of the day. Maybe it is hair. Maybe you lose 80 hair strands a day or so. I forgot where I seen that from or what, but sounds right. I was gonna bring up, but forgot to lower my phone. Sorry guys, you heard that Kim Possible ringtone. Put that on vibrate for a second. So unprofessional of me. What a host. Oh my goodness. So I was gonna bring, Trace isn't here, but I was going to bring up, I'm sure you guys all have seen this going around, social media going viral. It made it on the news and such. And you might have seen where everyone was doing this. I'm not sure what you would exactly call it, but it was where you would put in $100. You would cash app $100 to someone, and then 8 other people would. And it was, a lot of people said like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme or so, a scam, whatever. It's not more so. It's, what I realized is more so just like a referral program. Now, if you guys don't know, and I'm sure I'm not explaining it the best, if Therese was here, she could explain it because she was the one that participated in it. But of course, she's not. So I'm going to try to break it down as best as possible because we still got a show to go on. So you would put in $100. Oh, you okay, Kai? Kai's up here and he just coughed or something. Hope he ain't got that. So you would cash app someone $100. The person in the middle. Now there's a drawn out diagram circle with 8 people on the outer edge, then 4 people, and then 3 people, and then 1 in the middle or something like that. Yeah. I'm sure you guys seen this. I'm probably not even explaining it the best, but if you haven't, just Google it and you'll come across it. Anyways, the people go ahead and cash app the one in the middle all $100. So there's 8 people. The person in the middle gets $800 at the end of the day. Once all the 8 cash app them the 100. Then what happens is the person in the middle leaves the circle, and the next person in line moves in, and it keeps on going on and on. So now you would get more people to join this circle, because as the person's collecting their 800, they're leaving, and everyone's now moving up in the line. They're moving closer to their 800 spot. So now the person that was right behind the original first person, the second person, they get in line, and now once that's filled up with 8 people, they'll get their 100, and so on and so forth, and it keeps on going on and on. So the only issue with this is you want to get in early as possible. You don't want to get in more so last, or you got to make sure that you know enough people that are going to believe in it and say, okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I see how it works. Now, it might be confusing for some where they don't see the actuality as how it can work and how you can make money off of it. And of course, a lot of people want some type of proof beforehand, besides they're giving up their own personal money. And at this point in where we are in life in the world, not everyone could just afford to just give up $100 like that. But you would give up the $100, make your 800, but you would have to. The problem is going to find all the other people to keep joining. That's where you run into this. You need to continue to have more and more people joining, more 8 people and 8 people and 8 people or so that rotation could keep on going in, so everyone could collect their money. Now, an issue that I was thinking of, I was like, I'm not going to do it, because I already knew a couple of people that were doing this, and it was also like we were running into each other's circles, if that makes sense, where it's like, okay, I know you and the people that are in your circle, or some of the people, and I know this other one circle that's going. So now it's like, well, I can't get those people to join mine, or so, you know what I mean? Because it's like they're already into one, and so you need to have enough people that's going to continue to go on, and where the rotation is going to go on. So otherwise, once it stops going, those other people, they're not going to be able to collect their $800, because you need people to continually to join. I hope this all makes sense. It probably doesn't. Oh my goodness. Let's just forget about it. Anyways, she ended up getting $800 or whatever. It didn't take her too long. I know she ended up getting to another one or so. I didn't hear nothing about that or whatever, but who knows? We'll maybe catch up next week. If not, too damn bad. I probably explained that so damn bad. Anyways, this season right now, though, even though, school's not going on, and obviously things are canceled, everyone's home and such, it's prom season, or it's getting into prom season. I think it is prom season, isn't it? Or it's getting, I think, like May officially is like prom, right? I don't know. But I've been seeing a lot of things about prom going on, and I've seen where people are doing now, like, virtual proms. And I'm like, okay, there's a limit on what we can do virtually. Now, why the fuck are you going to host a virtual prom? Why? Well, you could do it, but I hope people aren't going still all out and, like, wasting tons and tons of money just to show up on a video screen for so many people to see. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't even see why I even go ahead and do, like, the extra curricular activities or whatever you want to call, or the other events that are going to go on during school, when it's not the same for every. I didn't even go to prom, so I don't even know, like, the full vibe of it all. But I don't think it would be the same for everyone, and fair enough, like, oh, this is how we're putting up. I guess it's an attempt. It's a try. So that's at least something where they're trying and thinking of creative ways of still moving on with events, school events, and activities and such like that. But I think there still comes to a point where it's like, okay, give it up now. All right, like, this ain't gonna go. It obviously ain't go how we. It ain't gonna go how we planned, and we don't got the control of this at this time. So we're gonna just give it up by now and, like, let it be. So no problem. But yeah, virtual. What do you guys think about this? I'm curious to know. Virtual prom. Would you guys, if you had this choice where maybe you're already out of school and stuff, or you're not at that point yet, but if you had the choice of virtual prom, like, I'm not saying if you had the choice of doing a virtual prom over a regular one, but if you had the choice where you were stuck in the position and it was like virtual prom is an option, or just no prom at all, what would you rather have? Is it just at least something fun that you still get to connect with people that you miss seeing and such? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that makes sense. Where it's still just something where you get to see the people that you haven't seen in a while, and so just like vibe and connect, but like you could do that on your own time. You don't need this event. You don't need the virtual prom event to go ahead and hang out. You go do your own video call with the people. So I don't know. Well, that was my thought about that. We're gonna go to commercial though. We're gonna be right back. We still have some more show to go. This isn't gonna be a super, super long episode for you guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. Like I said, I just been wrapped up in some other things, and then I had a whole pretty much outline of a show. Like I wasn't expecting for all this to happen where it was just gonna be me again. Sorry, you got just me again. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to do what we can do. But anyways, let's go to commercial and we'll be